Sriyuta Srigurum Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namavom Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Shrinvatam Swakata Krishna Punyashravana Kirtanaha Priyantasto hi abhadrani Vitanoti Sugrasatam Yate sakala pumsa Krishnastu bhagavan swayam Indriyari vyakulam lokam hridayante yuge yuge Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivisto Matta smritirjnanam apohanam cha Vedaischa sarvai sahameva vedyam Vedanta krit vedavideva chaham Param Brahma Parandama Pavitram Paraman Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum Agastvam Rishyas Sarve Devarshir Narada Tata Ashita Devala Vyasa Swayam Chaiva Bravishime Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. Okay, Hare Krishna. So welcome all to today's class on Srimad Bhagavatam. I'm just opening the text for you. Okay, so is it all visible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavatam Prabhu, it's visible, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavatam. Okay. So in the last class where we concluded, Sukadeva Goswami entering the arena, correct?
Yes, sir.
So now you will see how Sukadeva Goswami entered this place. Is that someone sent an invitation to him? Someone went and personally called, oh, the king is calling you, you need to come immediately? Nothing. Wherever there is devotion, wherever there is desire to remember, to speak, to glorify the Lord, great souls appear there. In today's context, wherever there is devotion, the Lord is personally present through his indirect methods. And he nourishes the devotee, gives him the right direction. Tadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayantite. So it's very important to understand what is the state of consciousness at any point in time. We get what we desire. If we desire personal popularity, we get that. If we desire material opulence, we get that. If we desire societal philanthropic mentality, we get that. If we get impersonal thoughts about anything and everything, we get that. So Krishna fulfills our desires. That's the beauty. So an intelligent man will desire to be a great servant of that Supreme Lord Krishna. And he awards that. So that is the point we have to understand. At any point in time, check the measure. What do you desire? So here, Parikshit Maharaj is desiring what? What is he desiring? We remembered that in the last sloka, right? So in the previous sloka, did you all mug up the sloka? So this is very important sloka, 24. Tatascha va prithyam imam viprache vishrabhya vipra iti kritayatayam sharvatmanam niyamanaischa krityam shuddham cha tatram shatabhiyuktaha. O trustworthy Brahmanas, I now ask you about my immediate duty. He is very clear. Before that, in the previous sloka, we saw renouncing all his material thoughts, he paid his obeisances to all the sages who are assembled in that arena, including Brahma and his own father Vyasdev and Narada Muni. He sat in the meditative posture, free of any material contamination. He meditated on the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So that was the state of mind. Now, in that state of mind, is asking the question, what is my immediate duty? Please offer proper deliberation and tell me the unalloyed duty of everyone in this all circumstances and specifically of those who are about to die. That means, what's my duty while I'm living? What's my duty while I'm going to die? He's asking this question. Now, everyone knows that Srimad Bhagavatam is going to be spoken here because the Lord sitting as Paramatma in the hearts of all the devotees, he reveals the truth. This is called revelation. Even before the event is going to happen, all these people in the arena know that Srimad Bhagavatam is going to be spoken here. So what they did, wherever they were, they just left. They came to this place. Now here, when he's asking this question, it is not that Narada ji doesn't know the answer. It is not that Vyasa, who compiler of Srimad Bhagavatam, knows the answer. No, they know the answer, but they are waiting for the great Sukadeva Goswami to come and speak. Right? So from this you can understand that whenever our desire is very strong for practice of devotion, for love of Krishna, right, Lord will make that happen. So here our Parikshit Maharaj is demonstrating phenomenal love for the Lord. And his love is not just for the Lord, his love is for the entire world, right? Which expressed in the sloka number 20, sloka number 21, I think so. 2020. Oh, that is the sloka. That's sloka 19. Huh? Ah, 16. The sloka number 16. He said what? He said, see, I pray that in this material world I'll have complete attachment to unlimited Krishna, association with his devotees, and friendly relation to all living beings. He says this, friendly relation with all living beings. So that means, he is demonstrating love for the Lord. He's also demonstrating kindness. Great friendship with all the living entities. So that's the state of consciousness he is in now. So when such a desire manifests, immediately the Lord sends the right person. Okay. So now let's read, that is the context that we are in. Today in this class, we will be completing the Canto 1 of Srimad Bhagavatam. Today's class is going to be very interesting because it is fully focused on Sukadeva Goswami and what he is. And it's going to end by asking one relevant question. We will see what that question is. Parikshit Maharaj is going to ask that question. And because of that question, Sukadeva Goswami spoke Canto 2. Right? So it's very brilliant question. So we'll see that also. So you see, the questions of Parikshit are also very, very brilliant. We always think that, okay, Sukadeva Goswami spoke Bhagavatam, it's so wonderful, what knowledge he has, what realization he has. Yes, it is wonderful. But the questions are also very intelligent. And that's why we should also glorify Parikshit Maharaj. Hey, if you didn't ask this question, you would have never spoken about it. Right? Okay. So text 26. Tvam dvistyak varsham tu kumara pada Karor bhava amsha kapalo gatram charva ayatakshano nashya tulya karna subrau ananam kambu sujata kantam. This son of Vyasdeva was only 16 years old. Okay, he was very 16 years old. Now it says his legs, hands, arms, thigh, shoulder, every part of his body were delicately formed. Why? Because he was in the womb for such a long time, right? And he told when he said, I will not come out of this womb, mother's womb, because immediately Maya, with her three modes of material nature, she'll attack me and I'll go into illusion. He said, I don't never want to go into illusion. I want to be very clear, right? So he denied to come. Even though Vyasadeva offered many prayers, Sukadeva Goswami denied to come out of the womb of the mother. So Krishna had to come personally and assure him that he will never be illusioned by the three modes of material nature, right? And after that, he comes out. So that's why at the age of 16, his body parts are very delicately formed. They're very tender. They were looking very young, very youthful. Okay. His eyes are beautifully wide, and his nose and ears were highly raised. Okay. He had a very attractive face, and his neck was well formed with a beautiful, like a conch shell. Right? Look at the description. Now, if you take the description of Sarupya Mukti, right, you will see it will match all those descriptions. Now, in the next sloka, you will see you see translation. His collarbone was fleshy. You know, what does the meaning of collarbone fleshy means? It's very young. For old people, you see collarbones get exposed because all the muscles would have drained and would have become very thin and fragile. So, collarbone was fleshy is a symptom of a youth. Okay. His chest broad and thick, his navel deep, and his abdomen beautifully striped. So, what does it mean? What's the meaning of abdomen beautifully striped? You've seen, no, in today's world, youth say, no, Prabhuji, I'm 6-pack, I'm 8-pack, right? You can see, the best is you can see a picture of Lord Ram. If you see the right picture of Lord Ram, you'll see his body and his muscular and very curvy in nature, right? So just like that he was, right? An abdomen beautifully striped. His arms were long and curly hair and was strewn with beautiful face. He was naked, and hue of his body reflected that of Lord Krishna. See, we've read in Srimad Bhagavatam that the devotees of Lord Krishna have the same color as the Lord, right? So in which canto? Sixth canto, right? In sixth canto, Ajamila pastimes, right? It's described when the Vishnu Tudas came, right? The same combination details have been described, how they looked, how their body, the hue, color, all those things, they're just like Krishna, right? So the same thing, it has been referred here. His hue of his body reflected that of Lord Krishna, right? The purport is also describing the same thing. His bodily feature indicate him to be different from common man. All the signs described in connection with the bodily features of Sukadeva Goswami are uncommon symptoms, are never to be seen, typically of great personalities. According to physiognomical calculation, physiognomical means I think it's an analogical representation. Let me see that. So it just refers to someone's body shape, external features, color, and all those things. That's what physiognomical calculation. Okay. His bodily hue resembled that of Lord Krishna, who is supreme among the gods, demigods, and living beings. Right. So from this only you can understand what is the position of Sukadeva Goswami. Okay. We'll go to the next sloka, 28. 28 also talks about the same thing. Okay. Translation. He was blackish and very beautiful due to his youth. Okay. In today's world, black means people say, hey, reject him. Okay. But you see, your Supreme Lord itself is blackish. Great personality like Sukadeva Goswami was blackish. Okay. Because of the glamour of his body and his attractive smile, he was pleasing to women. The women got attracted. Though he tried to cover his natural glories, the great sages present there were all expert in art of physiognomy. That means they understand physical representation of the body, the beauty, right? And so they honored him by rising from their seats. Right? See, this is the glory of great personalities. Great personalities, when they enter the arena, immediately you see people get up. Now, in the material world, there are two kinds. One is, sometimes people get up because of fear, or because everyone is getting up, or because, the post is occupying, right? A chief minister, a governor, a president, this one. Now, in none of these three symptoms, there is no heart-to-heart honor. Here, entire arena of people have never seen Sukadeva Goswami. No one, except Vyasdeva and Nardaji, maybe Brahmaji. No one has seen Sukadeva Goswami. But once he arrives to the arena, they all get up. This is the honor. This is called heart-to-heart honor. This is on the transcendental plane. Same thing happened with Prabhupada also. When Prabhupada went to different places, first time he was visited in many places in the US, people will just honor him. Scientists, lawyers, great, scholarly people, they just honor Prabhupada. They don't know why they did that, but they did it, right? So, transcendental people attract respect, attract honor, are very attracted to others. Right? So that's the beauty. Okay. Now let's read 29. Okay. So now these two slokas, 29, 30, you should have to pay attention. Here, once Sukadeva Goswami is arrived, let us see what's the behavior of Parikshit Maharaj. How is he receiving him? Right? So this is how we should also receive our spiritual master. This should be the same consciousness we should have. Okay. So now he is role modeling to us. Okay. 29. Sa Vishnurato Atitaya Agataya Tasmai Shaparyam Shirasa Jahara Tato Nivrittahi Abuddhastriyo Baka Mahasane Sopa Vivishe Pujitaha. Maharaj Parikshit, who's also known as Vishnurata. What is Vishnurata? Because when he was in the womb, Lord Krishna protected him. So because he was protected in the womb by Supreme Lord Krishna, he got the name Vishnurata. Bowed his head to receive the chief guest. Sukadeva Goswami. At that time, all the ignorant women and boys ceased following Sukadeva Goswami. Why? Because they saw, the entire arena, it is not 2 people or 3 people, it is 10,000s of people in the arena. They all got up with, awe and reverence, and they paid obeisances, honored Sukadeva Goswami. The king, the head of the state, he also got up and received with a lot of honor and respect to Sukadeva Goswami. Seeing this was a sight to watch. So all these women, children, ladies were all walking with Sukadeva Goswami. You know what they said? Oh, you know what? He is an exalted personality. So they all retracted back. They all moved away. Right? Receiving respect from all, Sukadeva Goswami took his exalted seat. So that's what the women and boys ceased following Sukadeva Goswami mean. That means they moved away from this place. Okay. So the first, how to receive a guest, right? Now, in ISKCON world, or in general Vaishnava world, right? So there are 2-3 aspects of receiving great personalities, right? The first, when you see a great personality, you pay obeisances, dandavats. You pay obeisances, especially to sannyasis. When you see a sannyasi, you pay respect. Because sannyasi is representing the Lord now. He is not representing anything else. He is representing the Lord. Representing the Lord means what? He is carrying the instructions and message of the Lord. So that means that sannyasi has opportunity to deliver that message of Godhead, right? So you respect. So your first respect is you pay dandavats. Now, in the Daksha Prajapati pastime, you will notice that when Daksha Prajapati entered the arena, many of them, they got up and paid respects. But Lord Shiva paid respect in his heart. Okay? So now, both are acceptable. But it should be very situation driven, right? So, for example, a sannyasi is coming, youth, middle aged, or a little bit higher middle aged, they can fall down, pay respect. But sometimes the elderly people, they cannot fall down because of their physical inabilities. So, they have to also pay obeisances, but they can do it in the heart. So, this is a practicality aspect of Bhakti Yoga, right? You can still bow down in your heart, and that's what Bhagavatam teaches us. But a person who is well fit, he should not stand and just bow down in his heart, which is not the right etiquette, right? So, contextual situation must be understood. Hmm? Okay. So, that's the first thing, paying respect and obeisances. Second is, you see, we actually do kirtan and then invite people, sannyasis, which is also good. People also glorify by referencing certain slokas that, oh Gurudev, you're like this, oh Gurudev, you're like that, right? So those slokas can also be recited as a honor, right? So that is another method. And you have to sit down after that great personality sits down, takes his asana. So generally that's the rule. How much we follow this rule, we don't know. But he's coming to sit on the asana, you wait until he sits on the asana, then you sit down, right? So like that, there are certain aspects of etiquette which you see that it's there in Bhagavatam. Okay. Okay. Now, when our Guru Maharaj comes, people extend, especially you should see in Mayapur, right? Oh, they love all arati plates. They loved sindoor dissolved in water and then kept, and then lamp. They'll draw rangoli on the floor. So like that, they do many things. They do Purna Kumbha, and they would honor Guru Maharaj with Shalya. So like that, they will do many things. So these are all honor, right? So one can choose according to time, place, circumstances. But the point is, you need to honor with respect from your heart, right? Okay. 19.30. Sasamvritastatra mahan mahishasham brahmarshi rajarshi devarshi shangai vyarochatalam bhagavan yatendu griharaksha grihaksha tara nikarai parittaha. Sukadeva Goswami was then surrounded by saintly sages and demigods, just as the moon is surrounded by the stars. Now look at it, position of Sukadeva Goswami became the moon, and all the personalities became star. Okay, planets, another heavenly bodies. His presence was gorgeous, and he was respected by all. So now, what does this mean? Is whenever great personalities come to a place, they energize that place like anything. Now, when they energize that place, what happens? The mood and the consciousness of everyone gets elevated. They all feel good. They all feel like listening. They all feel like talking to him. They all feel like, offering something to him. That's the mood that he energizes. He energizes bhakti in that place. So, purity of a devotee will energize more and more, more and more, more and more in that place. That's the beauty, right? So, now look at this purport. This purport also is very interesting. Prabhupada writes that in the great assembly of saintly personalities, there was Vyasadeva and Brahma Rishi. See, Vyasadeva, what is the glory of Vyasadeva in the current situation is, he is the one who trained Sukadeva Goswami with Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? See, Sukadeva Goswami is very lucky. He learned Bhagavatam twice. Now, we are struggling to even complete it once, but he learned twice. First time he learned from Lord Shiva. Second, he learned from Vyasadeva. Okay? But this is the first time he's going to speak. Okay? So, because he's going to speak for the first time, even his own father, his own guru, they're all standing up with this thing to receive him. Now, you may not get confused. How come his guru is standing up and receive him? Then what happens? Is he respectful to his guru or not? No. He's taking the position of the messenger of the Lord. Okay. And hence, anyone for that matter will take a subservient position. That's the point. Okay. So now let's say our disciple goes and sits on Vyasasana. We cannot say, oh, he has to give respect to me, only sit on Vyasasana. No, we can't do that. Right? So that's the point to understand here. Now, Parshurama, the great ruler of Kshatriya king, etc. Right? Some of them were powerful incarnation of Lord. Sukadeva Goswami was not known as Brahma Rishi. He's not known as Brahma Rishi, Raja Rishi, or Deva Rishi, nor is incarnation of Narada, Vyasa or Parshurama. Yet he excelled them in respects paid. This means that the devotee of the Lord is more honored in the world than the Lord himself. One should therefore never minimize the importance of a devotee like Sukadeva Goswami. Okay, so the conclusion is devotee of the Lord, you will see they will attract respect like anything, the most higher than any other scholarly or any other position awarded in this material world. Okay, so the greater the purity, the greater the devotion. The greater the devotion, the greater one becomes very attractive to this world. Okay, so that's the Sammadbonam. Okay, let's look at 31 onwards. Now, okay, so 31 is Sukadeva Goswami sat perfectly, pacified, intelligent, and ready to answer any question without hesitation. The great devotee, Maharaj Parikshit, approached him, offered his respects by bowing before him, and politely inquired with sweet words and folded hands. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. So that's exactly what he's demonstrating here. Right? So now we will go into the discussion aspects. Okay. Text 32. Okay, this purport is also very interesting. Can someone read this purport? 31 purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I read?
Yeah, read. 31.
Yeah. The gesture now adopted by Maharaja Parikshit of questioning a master is quite befitting and in terms of scriptural injunctions. The scriptural injunction is that one should humbly approach a spiritual master to understand the transcendental science. Maharaja Parikshit was now prepared for meeting his death, and within the very short time of 7 days, he was to know the process of entering the kingdom of God. In such important cases, one is required to approach a spiritual master. There is no necessity of approaching a spiritual master unless one is in need of solving the problems of life. One who does not know how to put questions before the spiritual master has no business
To seeing
him. And the qualification of the spiritual master is perfectly manifested in the person of Sukadeva Goswami. Both the spiritual master and the disciple, namely Sri Sukadeva Goswami and Maharaja Parikshit, attained perfection through the medium of Srimad Bhagavatam. Sukadeva Goswami learned Srimad Bhagavatam from his father, Vyasadeva, but he had no chance to recite it. Before Maharaja Parikshit, he recited Srimad Bhagavatam and answered the questions of Maharaja Parikshit unhesitatingly, and thus both the master and the disciple got salvation. Hare Krishna.
Hari. See, the listener of Srimad Bhagavatam gets liberated, and even the speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam gets liberated. Okay? But what is the one condition? The mood and the consciousness, the submissiveness, and the position of the spiritual master also. Clean in heart, expressing Srimad Bhagavatam and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? So if this is done in that mood, then both get salvation. So that's the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? So while we learn Shastra, while we learn all the subject matter, let us pay attention to our personal aspects. Okay? How are we attentive in the class? Are we asking the right questions? Are we submissive in learning the subject matter about what the Lord is speaking? So things like that, if we pay attention to, you will see that you progress in Bhakti Yoga plane. If it's going to be zoom like a, what do you say, like an F-16 plane, that fast you can move. Okay. Okay, let's read now 19.32. Parikshiduvacha Aho adya vayam brahman satsevaya shatra bandhava कृपयातीति रूपेण भवद्भिः तीर्थकाकृतः. The fortunate king Parikshit said, O Brahmana, by your mercy only you have sanctified us, making us like onto place of pilgrimage. That means a presence of a pure devotee will sanctify the place, but also makes the place like of a pilgrimage.
तीर्थ
Mataji?
तीर्थ कुर्वन्ति तीर्थानि.
Correct, same. So that means presence of such a pure devotee can even bring Ganges to that place, can bring Vrindavan to that place. Okay, and the mood of Vrindavan along with it. Right? So that's the glory. Right? All by your presence here as my guest, by your mercy, we who are unworthy royalty became eligible to serve the devotees. See, as royalty, he says he's unworthy. But now he says he got eligibility to serve you just by your presence, right? With the same thing with Prataprudra also we saw, no? What did Chaitanya Prabhu told him? Oh, politicians and kingly people, aristocrats, I don't want to meet them. So he did not even give appointment to the king when he wanted to meet. Chaitanya Prabhu said nothing to him. But when that same king demonstrated love, demonstrated humility, demonstrated simplicity, consistently again and again, he attracted the mercy of Chaitanya Prabhu. So that is evident in the life of King Prataprudra, right? So now you can see the same thing here, okay? Someone read the purport. This is also a very nice purport.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Can I read, Prabhu?
Yeah, read. Right.
Saintly devotees like
Neeraj Mataji, you can read next, okay? Yeah.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you.
Saintly devotees like Sukdev Goswami generally do not approach worldly enjoyers, especially those in royal orders. Maharaja Patraputra Potra was a follower of Lord Chaitanya. But when he wanted to see the Lord refused to see him because he was a king. For a devotee who desired to go back to Godhead, two things are strictly prohibited: worldly enjoyers and women. Therefore, the devotee of standard of Sukdev Goswami are never interested in seeing kings. Maharaj Parikshit was, of course, a different case. He was a great devotee, although a king, and therefore Sukdev Goswami came to see him in his last stage of life. Maharaj Parikshit, out of his devotional humility, felt himself an unworthy descendant of his great Kshatriya forefathers. Although he was great as his predecessors, the unworthy sons of royal orders are called Kshatriya Bandhu.
No, it's called Shatra Bandhavas.
Shatra Bandhavas. Okay. So the unworthy sons of Brahmanas are called Tvaja Bandhus or Brahmana Bandhus. Maharaja Parikshit was great encouraged by the presence of Sukdev Goswami. He felt himself sanctified by the presence of great saint, whose presence turns any place into a place of pilgrimage. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. See, the important point is here, the unworthy sons of royal orders are called Shatra Bandhavas. So that means what? One may claim, hey, I'm also son of, even today people claim, no, I'm also from Yadava community. Why? Because Lord Krishna was born in the Yadava community, right? And you see people say, I'm the lineage of Parikshit Maharaj and the lineage of Pandavas. Like that they may claim, right? But what's the use, right? You're becoming bandhus. Bandhus means relation to the actual personality, but you're not, right? So a son may claim, I am the son of the Supreme Court judge, but the son cannot become Supreme Court judge, right? So I may claim I am the son of the chief minister, but I am not chief minister. So like that, I may claim I'm a son of a Brahmana, friend of a Brahmana, but I'm not a Brahmana. So when I'm not a Brahmana, there's no devotion. That's the point here. Right? You're just a materialist. So when you're not a devotee, how you can realize Krishna? How you can perfect your life? Not possible. So that's what it means. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next sloka now. 19.33. Okay. Yesham samsmaranat pumsam sadhya sudyanti vaigraha kim punar darshana sparsha pada saucha sanadibihi. Simply by remembering you, our houses became instantly sanctified. And what to speak of seeing you, touching you, washing your holy feet, and offering your seat at our home. Right? So this is the way he is glorifying the position of a spiritual master, Sukadeva Goswami. So now we shall also do something similar to this in our daily homes. Right? We all have a spiritual master, our own Siksha Guru, Diksha Guru. Then we have Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of this movement. So we should honor both of them by many ways. Okay, how a devotee practices devotion at home. So in a day, many times, at least 3 to 4 times or 5 times, he should chant the pranama mantras of his Guru and Srila Prabhupada. Okay. One can get up from the bed in the morning, okay, by chanting the Guru's name. They can just say Jai Gurudev, Jai Prabhupada. Right? So our life starts in the bed, waking up early in the morning like that. Okay. Then we recite the pranam mantras, we get purified internally, purified externally. Then we may come to perform our arati. Right? So very important to glorify Guru also. So when we open the altar also, we glorify the Guru in the open altar. When we show any arati paraphernalia, we glorify the Guru. When we are offering bhoga, we glorify the Guru. Like that, you see, continuously we, glorify Guru under his shelter, under his guidance. We continuously serve the Lord and Lord's entourage. That's important to understand. Right? Guru Maharaj often says, every day you can connect with me by just offering something to me, maybe some flowers, by offering some prayers. So like that, Guru Maharaj always tells a disciple should connect with the Guru by these methods at all points in time. When we chant with the beads offered by Guru Maharaj during our Diksha process, see, it's also a method for us to connect with him. Right? So how? Now I read a book written by an author. Right? That book contains the consciousness of the author. Whatever he felt in his mind, he wrote into the book format. So by reading that book in depth, we are connecting with the consciousness of the author. That's what Shastra says. When we read Srimad Bhagavatam, we are connecting with the consciousness of the representative of the Lord. So directly or indirectly, we're connecting with the Lord. And that's why Srimad Bhagavatam purifies us. So similarly, we shall also connect with the Guru by chanting his pranama, by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra on the beads given to him. That way we'll connect to the Guru. So this is important to understand. Okay, how to connect with Guru, right? So this is the purport which explains this, right? Now when we do Guru Vandana, so Guru Vandana, we are actually doing all these things. Sri Guru Charana Padma, like that we are receiving the Guru, and then we're making him seated, and then we're glorifying the Guru. So like that we do the same thing. So you see how our morning, our Aarti songs are all constructed. Great personalities. That when we do these things, we connect to the Lord through our Guru and the mercy flows. That's important. Okay. Let's do 934 now. Yeah, there's a question. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Many devotees are feeling bad about case losing with ISKCON Bangalore. Have fake gurus. So if you want to comment on this and educate devotees, it will be good. Do you want to do that, Prabhu, now?
Maybe at the end of the class you can do.
Okay. End of the class, but remind me so that we can spark for 2-3 minutes. Okay. Let's go to sloka number 34 now. Sanindiyate mahan yogin patakani mahanti api sadyo nashyanti vaipumsam vishnur iva suretaraha. Just as atheists cannot remain in the presence of personality of Godhead, so also invulnerable sins of a man are immediately vanquished by your presence. O saint, O great mystic. What a beautiful analogy, right? So we talked about the presence of Guru energizes a place. So now here, Parikshit Maharaj is going one step ahead. He says, just by your presence, not only energizes a place, even the sins that I committed, the anarthas in my head, the kleshas that I am into, all those things also vanquished. That is the power and glory of you, Guru, right? So he just, glorifies like that. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the next sloka, 35. Api me Bhagavan Pritah Krishna Pandu Suta Priyaha Paitra Swaseya Prityartam Tad Gotrasyata Bandhavaha. Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is very dear to the sons of King Pandu, has accepted me as one of his relatives just to please his great cousins and brothers. Okay, now this is the humility of Parikshit Maharaj. While introducing himself to Sukadeva Goswami, he is telling him, oh great personality, it is not that I am a king because I am a king that you have come here. Okay, my position is not by myself, it is because of my lineage. And how my lineage? My lineage was a great personalities and friend and close associates of the Supreme Lord Krishna. And that is the glory of my lineage. And I am just a representation in that my lineage, and that's what I am. He never introduced himself as the king of the world, right? Okay. So let's see. This is the one. Yeah. Okay. So can someone read the purport? Yes, Neerja Mataji, you can read the purport.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. A pure devotee and exclusive devotee of the Lord serves his family interest most dexterously than others who are attached to illusory family affairs. Generally, people are attached to family matters, and the whole economic impetus of human society is moving under the influence of family affection. Such deluded persons have no information that one can render better service to the family by becoming a devotee of the Lord.
Pause here. All of you, please note this point. If you are so much family affected, okay, family connected, it says, even though you're deluded, such deluded person have no information that one can render better service to the family by becoming a devotee of the Lord, right? So who can comment? How by taking devotion I can be a better family person? Who can comment on this point? Think and give a brilliant answer.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, by becoming a devotee of the Lord, we are getting the knowledge. We are getting detached from the material world and ignorance. Once I get the intelligence, I will definitely influence all my family members, Prabhu.
So that means by your influence, they'll also become devotees.
Definitely, Prabhu.
And that's what you say as a best gift to the family, correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Right, Prabhu.
Okay, very nice point. Thank you, Prabhu. Anyone else?
Like Prahlad Maharaj. He could, when Narasimhadev asked him what he wants, his father to be pardoned, but he says, by you, 21 generations are like
liberated.
he says. Like that, Prabhu. Because one really sincerely we pray, I think the family is protected.
Okay, excellent point. So this is very important. See, by any standards, the crime that is committed by Hiranyakashipu, he will go to hell. There's no doubt about it. But his fortune was that he had a great son like Prahlad Maharaj. Now, like the point that Mataji made, and Krishna asked, "What do you want?" He said, "My father committed all the sins out of ignorance, so please pardon him." So you see, he said, not just your father, 21 generation of your forefathers will be liberated. Right? Now you see the power of one person in the family practicing devotion. Very good point. We'll take one more comment.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Now we know very clearly from Bhagavad Gita that every living entities is a part and parcel of the Lord. And everyone cannot be good in the family also. They have their different features. But I know that since it's part and parcel of the Lord, it's my duty to take care of each and everyone nicely. So whenever I'm taking care of them, even if when I'm not happy or interested with them, I say, Krishna, this is your child and I will take care of them very well. This is the blessings which Krishna may give it to me, Prabhu, depending on how nicely I'll take care of that person.
Okay, good. So Mataji is talking about that we will develop such wonderful qualities, and through those qualities, we'll give great love and affection to the family members, right? And otherwise, we may be very envious, we may be anger-oriented, we may be lusty, we may be greedy towards the family members only. So those things will go away. So the family members will feel so nice about us. Hey, look at, this is what a devotee means, and that will attract them to practice devotion. So you see, just by being a family member and practicing devotion, how you're helping the entire family, right? Yes, all 3 points are excellent. Thank you, so nice of you for your realization. Mataji, continue reading.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. The Lord gives special protection to the family members and descendants of a devotee, even though such members are themselves non-devotees. Maharaja Prahalada was a great devotee of the Lord, but his father, Hiranyakashipu, was a great atheist and declared enemy of the Lord. But despite all this, Hiranyakashipu was awarded salvation due to his being the father of Maharaja Prahalada. The Lord is so kind that he gives all protection to the family members of his devotee.
Left hand side top.
Yes, and thus the devotee has no need to bother about his family members, even if one leaves such family members aside to discharge devotional service. Maharaja Yudhishthira and his brothers were the sons of Kunti, the paternal aunt of Lord Krishna, and Maharaja Parikshit admits the patronage of Lord Krishna because of his being the only grandson of the great Pandavas. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. What a great realizing sloka on purport, no? So this sloka should inspire each one of us to practice devotion. And also, while you preach, you should highlight these slokas, right? Hey, what's the benefit of you becoming a devotee? Become a devotee. The whole world like that can benefit out of this. Okay, let's go to the next sloka, 36. We have till 40, so we'll today be able to complete. Okay. Anyata te avyakta darshanam na katam nirnam nitaram riyamananam samsiddhasya vaniyashaha. Otherwise, without being inspired by Lord Krishna, how is that you have voluntarily appeared here? Though you are moving incognito. Incognito means no one knows where is he, where he'll be at any point in time. Okay? He's like Guhyam, secretive. Okay? So to the common man are not visible to us who are on the verge of death. So Maharaj Parikshit is bewildered. How do you know that you have to come here? There is no way that we can reach to you because you are always incognito. And how is that you know that you have to come here? And how is that you've come here and you're giving us your mercy? And you come not at the good times. Well, like when I was a king and enjoying, you didn't come that time. Now I'm on the verge of death. You've come here to give this great benediction. How is it? So now Prabhupada writes. So this purport, if you see, again in Srimad Bhagavatam, you'll see, inspired by the Lord who was sitting as Paramatma in the heart of Sukadeva Goswami. Now he knows, oh, I'm wandering in this region. There is a need that I need to go to that place. So Sukadeva Goswami appears. Right? So you see how the Lord acts as a Chaitya Guru. What is the Guru? Guru is the one who gives direction. So Chaitya Guru means sitting in the heart and directing us. So he's directing Sukadeva Goswami. Oh, Sukha, it's time that you have to give benediction to this people here. Go and speak Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? So very beautiful purport, this one. Can one of you read this purport? Hare Krishna, who's going to read?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
I'll
read.
read. The great sage Sukadeva Goswami was certainly inspired by Lord Krishna to appear voluntarily before Maharaja Parikshit, the great devotee of Lord, just to give him the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam. One can achieve
so this is the highlight of this purport. So please note this highlight. Yeah. So let's read this once again. The great sage Sukadeva was certainly inspired by Lord Krishna to appear voluntarily before Parikshit Maharaj. So you see, every action, every event that happens in our life is plan of the Lord. So when it's plan of the Lord, one thing you have to be confident is what? Whatever Lord plans is for my good. So let's not worry about it. So hence you see practicing devotees, they're never worried. They're always in blissful state. Now, because it's the plan of the Lord, why worry? And Lord is my best caretaker. So why worry? Right? So that's the point here. Yeah, Prabhu, continue.
One can achieve the nucleus of the devotional service of the Lord by the mercy of the spiritual master and the personality of Godhead. The spiritual master is the manifested representative of the Lord to help one achieve the ultimate success. One who is not authorized by the Lord cannot become a spiritual master. Srila Sukadeva Goswami is an unauthorized spiritual master, and thus he was inspired by the Lord to appear before Maharaja Parikshit and instruct him in the teachings of the Srimad Bhagavatam. One can achieve the ultimate success of going back to Godhead if he is favored by the Lord's sending.
True representative.
His true representative. As soon as the true representative of the Lord is met by the devotee of the Lord, the devotee is assured a guarantee for going back to Godhead just after leaving the present body.
Pause there, bro. See, it's a very important point. Once the representative of the Lord is met by the devotee of the Lord, is assured of going back to Godhead after leaving this present body. Please note this point. So now, what does this mean? Whatever your Guru Maharaj wants, whatever Srila Prabhupada wants, which he has given as instruction, you should follow it. When you follow, then what happens? Your connection with the Guru remains intact. When the connection with the Guru remains intact in this life, you're definitely going to go back to Godhead. Why? Because your Guru will go back home, back to Godhead. Along with him, you'll also go back to home. So, our prime duty in our life should be, am I Prabhupada Anugas? Am I Prabhupada consciousness? Am I my spiritual master consciousness? Do I remember my spiritual master? How do I remember my spiritual master daily? By hearing his lectures, by hearing his instruction, by seeing his photo, by seeing the Vigraha of Prabhupada, by reciting the pranam. This is very important. So please rethink about this point. Okay. Yes, Prabhu, continue.
This, however, depends on the sincerity of the devotee himself. The Lord is seated in the heart of all living beings, and thus he knows very well the movements of all the individual persons. As soon as the Lord finds that a particular soul is very eager to go back to Godhead, the Lord at once sends his bona fide representative. The sincere devotee is thus assured by the Lord of going back to Godhead. The conclusion is that the great assistance
To get us.
to get the assistance and to get the bona fide spiritual master means to receive the direct help of the Lord himself.
Hari
Hare
Hari.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Okay. So this is very important. You see many devotees, they blaspheme gurus. They find fault with guru's instructions. And you see many devotees, they don't follow guru instruction. So all these things are problematic, right? It's not good. Finding fault with guru means finding fault with Krishna. Not following guru's instruction means not following Krishna's instruction. So now you just think for yourself. Lord is telling, do A, B, C. But I'm telling I won't do. I don't know why you expect liberation. Huh? Simple question you ask. Lord is telling, do these three things in your life. But I'm telling, no, I won't do all those things. I'll do whatever I want. Then why do you think Lord will take you back home, back to Godhead at the end of your life? He won't. Because the Lord will see you as a rebellious soul. So if you ask this question to yourself, now you can understand, oh my Lord, I'll follow this. Okay? So simple. Back to basics. Okay. Now let's go to sloka number 37. Ataha prichami shamsiddhim yoginam paramam gurum purushasyeha yat karyam niyamanasya sarvata. You are the spiritual master of great saints and the devotees. I am therefore begging you to show the way of perfection for all persons and especially for one who is about to die. Right? So now the question he asked in sloka number 25, he's asking that question to him. Show the perfection for all persons. Tell people how they should live their life and tell people how they should die in this life. So he's asking that question, right? So this is the very important question that he's asking, for which you will see that he's going to begin Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, right? Yeah, it's the same thing, correct. So he's asking this too, and he's going to begin speaking, okay? Then, sloka number 38. Yat shrotavyam ato japyam, yat kartavyam nrbhi prabho, smartavyam bhajaniyam va, bruhi yadva viparyayam. Please let me know what a man should hear. Chant, remember, and worship. And also what he should not. Please explain all this to me. Okay? So there are two parts. The first question is, he's asking how one should lead a life in this material world and how one should die in the life. Okay? So it's the first part of the question. Now he's adding more detailing to that question by asking what one should hear. So now let's say we're doing Prajalpa. What are we hearing? We are not hearing Krishna Katha. We are hearing mistakes of others. Okay. Then chant. What are we speaking? Are we speaking about the Lord, about glories of people? Are we speaking about something else nonsense? Okay. What are we remembering? Am I remembering my darling, my dream girl, my dream boy? Or am I remembering my dream assets, my dream honor? What am I meditating on in my day-to-day life? One devotee makes a mistake. Oh, my position, my honor has been disturbed. How he can do that? And you'll see throughout their life, they will spend in order to retaliate back to that person. See, this is what he's remembering. Right? So what is he remembering? Then worship. What are you worshipping? Are you worshipping for your glory? Or are you worshipping for the pleasure of the Lord? And Krishna says, if your consciousness is not clear, I don't accept your worship. You may be worshipping, but on the other hand, you may be blaspheming devotees. Krishna doesn't accept. Right? So, when these things are very clear in our heart, then our devotion will fructify. and also what he should not do. Okay, so the first part of the clarification is what I should do. Okay, Krishna will give you do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, second, what are things I should not do? What are things I should be prohibited? Right? Because if I know what I'm supposed to be prohibited, then only I can avoid them. Otherwise, I may do bad things and I may do good things. Two opposite. Like Prabhupada said, this one Varanasi sannyasi, what did he do? He gave Bhagavatam class, he completed, but he came outside. After that, he said, okay, very stressful I am. He took a BD and smoked. See, he's doing a good thing, but he's also doing a bad thing. So he should be taught what he should not do also.
What did he do after coming back?
He did the smoking BD.
Oh, okay.
Because he felt, oh, what a stressful session I had, I spoke like that. Right? So what should not be done also must be taught. What should be done also must be taught. Right? So from this we can take a clue. When we grow up our children, we should teach both. Right? But several families you see, they'll only teach the good things, only do this, but they'll not teach you should not do these things. So this is improvisation. Okay. Okay, let's see 39 sloka. Nunam Bhagavato Brahman Griheshu Griha Medinam Na Lakshyate Hi Avastanam Apigo Dohanam Kvachit. O powerful Brahmana, it is said that you hardly stay in the house of men long enough to milk a cow, right? So association is what is the key word here. Sukadeva Goswami wants to associate only with saintly people. Generally, in his viewpoint, grihasthas are not fully saintly because they deal with family matters, they deal with economic matters, they deal with all other matters. That means they are not pure in their state of living. So hence, Sukadeva Goswami avoids connecting with a grihastha. But he still needs a grihastha because, for example, when you go out begging, you need grihasthas who are preparing bhoga and offering to the Lord, and then they'll wait to see if there are any sannyasis, right? And then they would offer to them, and then they will eat. So that's how sannyasis are taken care, right? So Sukadeva Goswami only drinks milk. So what he would do, he'll come to grihastha's house, and he'll beg for milk. And what a grihastha would do, he'll come out, and he'll freshly take the milk out of the cow, right? And he would give that. So how much of time it takes to milk the cow?
Half an hour.
Yeah, about a muhurta, right? A muhurta is about 48 minutes or something like that.
48 minutes, Prabhu.
48 minutes, right? Yeah, okay. So one muhurta only he'll be there. After one muhurta, he'll disappear, chaka, because it's no more association beyond that, right? Because through the grihastha, he may get the Maya influence on him. So he doesn't want it. Right? So this sloka or this entire purport is telling us the power of association, whom we should associate, whom we should not associate. Now, one may ask a question, Prabhu, how do we preach then? We go preach with many devotees who are, many people who are non-devotees. What's the risk, right? Your purpose of association is to give them the knowledge, not beyond that, right? Your purpose is to only mentor them, not beyond that. So you mentor them, you give them love of Godhead, you give them the Shastric knowledge, dissociate, right? That should be. No, don't you go beyond it. Now, why politicians are dangerous to associate? Because they would drag you into their life, directly or indirectly. And hence, Mahaprabhu says, no, don't associate with them. Okay? Another aspect is you may also get, attracted to their glamour, their opulence, their richness, right? So hence, it's being told. Okay, now let's go to the last sloka of this Canto 1 of Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Sutovacha evam abhashitaha prastha saragna slaksnaya gira pratyabhashata dharmognya Bhagavan Badarayanaha. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, the king thus spoke and questioned the sage using sweet language. Then the great and powerful personality, the son of Vyasdeva, who knew the principles of religion, began to reply. Right? So he asked the same question. What is that question? What should be the duty of one in their life and how one should die in this life? Right? And he gave detailing what one should hear, chant, remember, worship, and what one should not. So he clarified that question with more detailing also. Right? So now our Sukadeva Goswami is going to speak. That begins the Canto 1. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of first Canto, 19th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Appearance of Sukadeva Goswami, an end of first Canto. Right? So first of all of you should pat yourself to your back for successfully going through this journey of completing Canto 1. We covered every sloka, every detail, all aspects were completely covered. Right? So for successfully passing the stage of Shravanam, you should all pat your back. Right? Big Haribol to all of you.
Yes.
Haribol.
Haribol Prabhu.
Haribol Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu, for
Thank you,
Haribol
Prabhu.
Prabhu. Thank you.
associating
Thank you,
till
Prabhu.
first
Haribol,
canto
Prabhu.
end.
Yes, Prabhuji?
Haribol Prabhu, thank you, Prabhu.
Throughout the first canto, we were present and listened to your wonderful lectures, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. We are blessed.
Okay. I'm also blessed to get your association that I was able to speak this to the best of my knowledge and my realization.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, we had almost 10th canto close to Prabhu. But,
sorry, can you repeat?
Prabhu, earlier we completed up to 10th canto, no, Prabhu. We were a part of 10th canto.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we completed about 15 chapters or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Prabhu. How about continuing that, Prabhu?
We will start. There are many things that are happening now. So I'm just restructuring the plan. You're also part of it. No, we're doing a lot of restructuring, level 1, level 2, level 3, duties, things like that. So once all those things are done, we will resume that program.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavad Pranam.
Yes.
Prabhu, I read 1 or 2 times Canto 1, Prabhu, but didn't understand so well as now you have explained it so clearly, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Good.
Prabhu, you were telling about the Supreme Lord. Whatever happens, we have to take it up. In Prabhupada has given one nice analogy, Prabhu, in chapter 7 Bhagavad Gita. He said the easel, painter, and the painting. He said that easel is like the material world. Painting is us, the Jiva. The painter is Supreme Lord. So he will paint it. Like we have to accept whatever he paints, we have to accept. When he has not told that, he said easel, painter, and painting.
So we are like the brush now.
No, it is the Supreme Lord is the brush. We are the painting, actually.
We are the painting. Okay.
We are the painting, Prabhu.
Okay, good. But what we assume, because of our ahankar, we assume that we are the doer of everything.
Yes, we are the painter, but we are.
So hence we misunderstand the whole thing. Yeah, good. Okay. So a couple of things before I end the session. First thing is we'll answer that question about the recent court case. The second thing is in today or tomorrow, we'll be creating a separate WhatsApp group. And we'll publish this WhatsApp group. Pawan Prabhu will publish this WhatsApp group everywhere. And you have to register. Once you register, and henceforth, all the messages and everything will go in that WhatsApp group only. It will not just come everywhere. Okay. So that's the first step. So please register. Okay. This is for learning Canto 2 in depth. Okay. Canto 2 reading and learning will be slightly different. Let's assume 40 people register. Okay. So we'll make 4 members into 10 groups. Right. So 4 into 10, 40. So each group at the end of every chapter, every 2 groups will be given certain assignments, and they will complete the assignment and present it to the group, right? And we'll also publish the detailed list of slokas that need to be learnt in every chapter. So we try to learn the slokas or mug up the slokas also in that chapter, so that I'm learning the slokas from preaching point of view only. Okay, what slokas are good for preaching? So only that point of view I'm picking the slokas. I'm not picking from any other point of view. So that way we can all become good preachers and we can quote proper references from Bhagavatam at every point in time. So that way, our ability to present the subject to the world increases like anything, right? See, why it is important. See, when the Mayavadi sannyasis of Varanasi kept blaspheming Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar Acharya, they were very disturbed. They were great devotees of the Lord. They were very disturbed. They said, oh, how come they're blaspheming my Lord? So, they could not go and talk back to those people. They were struggling. Hence, they came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and complained, Mahaprabhu, these people are just blaspheming you. Oh, you please tell us, you please come and handle them. Please tell them what is the truth. Like that, they were begging the Lord. So, Mahaprabhu got very angry with them. He said, you please leave this place. I know what to do, when to do. So he just chastised them out of the place. Now Prabhupada writes, he said, why Mahaprabhu chastised? Because Mahaprabhu said, Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar Acharya, yeah, you're good devotees, but you're a Kanishta. What is the definition of Kanishta he gives is, you do not know the subject matter of practice of devotion. That means proper knowledge is not with you. Because you don't have proper knowledge, someone is blaspheming the Lord, you're not even able to speak back to them. You're not even able to put forward the logic as to how your thinking is right or wrong. Prabhupada says that one should migrate or one should move, transcend from Kanishta mentality to a Madhyama mentality. So in the Madhyama state, what happens? One is at least fully aware of the subject knowledge. So that is the whole purpose of, our point of learning Bhagavatam, right? So you should all know Bhagavatam very well. You should be able to represent Bhagavatam at any point in time with the right sloka references when you go out to preach the world. So that is the objective with which I'm going to construct Canto 2. Okay? So are you all comfortable with the method approach I'm taking?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
I think this is an innovative step, Prabhu. It's very good, especially for people like me who are just introduced to this spiritual journey. This method appears to be very effective. I think so, Prabhu.
Okay. And my request is, this is open to all, right? So if you have any good ideas, if you think that we can improvise the way we are doing things, please send me a message and I'll try my level best to incorporate it. Okay. Objective is to learn properly. After learning, we will go into practice, right? So Jnana Yoga will give into the platform of Brahman realization, but Bhakti Yoga will give you the platform of Bhagavan realization, right? So we have to transcend there also. So we have to learn, practice, learn, practice, learn, practice. Okay. So that's what we'll do. So we will make these groups and things like that. And one request I have, please maintain attendance and consistency. Just like that, don't come one day. Just like that, don't come for 2 weeks. Like that. Now it's all online only. You can attend wherever you are in the world. No issues. So I want you to be studious. I want to be studious. I want the students also to be studious. Okay. So let us be very serious in what we are doing. Let's not do it in a playful manner, but let's learn it to the best in the heart. Okay. Most important, I am not doing this for certification. Okay. Oh, Prabhu, I am certified Bhakti Vedanta. But what's the use? You're not able to speak here. So we are not doing it for certificate. We are doing purely to learn the subject to the best of the depth. Okay. So we will do in this manner, be participative and, think that this program is yours. Don't think this program is mine. This program is yours. Then we can do wonderful success. Okay. So kindly register and ensure that the participants also register in a timely manner so we can start doing it. Okay.
Hare Krishna,
Sure.
Prabhu. So once we create this WhatsApp group, the Saturdays, whatever we'll be doing, I'll not send message in any other group.
Yes, only
But
here.
only this. So we'll give till Friday for registration, Prabhuji.
Yes.
And whoever registers after that, we will not entertain or we'll see. Prabhuji.
Meaning they can give a request. We will see. Sometimes genuinely a case could be there. We'll allow.
Correct. Yeah. Okay, Prabhuji. Fine, Prabhu. Then I will create a WhatsApp group and I'll send out.
Okay. So now coming to this court case. So Prabhu, can we stop recording, Prabhu? Kaun Prabhu?
Prabhu, can you stop because you are the host right now? You can stop recording.
How do I do that?
Just go to more.
Yeah, but it says record to cloud. It's not recording at all then.
Not recording. Live streaming, you have to stop. I have to log in. 1 minute.
No, it is not allowing me.
Just give me a minute, 1 minute. I'll just log
Or
in.
make you the host.
Uh,
Okay, I made you co-host, Prabhu.
yeah, 1 minute.